Chris Steele from Action Coach TV here today to talk about SalesRICH, which is a new innovative program developed by Action Coach to help business owners do what it takes to make their businesses more successful. So today we're here with Brad Sugars, the founder and CEO of Action Coach. Brad, how are you doing today?
Good, thanks, Chris. Good to be with you.
Great. So, Brad, what exactly is SalesRICH?
Well, look, when you're in most businesses, they need to have sales training of some sort. It might be the owner of the business needs sales training. It might be they have several employees who need sales training. And the SalesRICH program is something I developed to be able to train business owners and their salespeople, because look, if you're in a major corporate, you bring in an outside sales trainer and you sit down with them and they charge you a bunch of money and you go and do that. When you're in small business, as the owner of the business, you don't generally have the time and the ability to go and train all of your salespeople all the time. So the SalesRICH program was designed so that small business owners could send their salespeople in to be trained, and they don't need to have a whole 30 or 40 of them going in. You might have a new recruit and say, okay, I've just hired this new sales guy, we need that one trained as well. So you'll send them in for training. Of course, bigger companies, a small business that might have 10 or 12 salespeople, might want to have a coach come in and train them in the sales techniques of the SalesRICH.
Okay, great. And now, I know Action Coach has more than just one-on-one business coaching. As the founder of Action Coach, what inspires you to add SalesRICH to the arsenal of solutions that coaches have to offer?
Yeah, it's funny because it came purely out of a client's request. When I had clients that were saying, okay, Brad, you can teach me how to sell, but I can't teach my staff or my salespeople how to sell. I need you to come in and teach them how to sell the things. Because one of the things in coaching is that you can coach the owner really well, but sometimes working directly with the salespeople will get you the best results. So you work with those salespeople and you focus in on training them how to actually implement sales techniques, how to use communication skills, how to actually use behavioral profiling to understand a client's buying strategies. All of these things that really clients of my one-to-one coaching and all of our one-to-one coaching here at Action Coach, things that a lot of those clients said, you know what, I actually need that done as well to accelerate the results of the one-to-one coaching.
Okay, great. So, Brad, I understand there's other sales-type seminars that are in the marketplace today. What makes SalesRICH different?
Look, there's probably three things that make it different. Number one is it's designed specifically for the small to medium business and the sales techniques that are needed for that. See, a lot of companies out there that use sales systems that are more taking orders, so to speak, and SalesRICH is definitely not about taking orders. It's definitely not about, waiting around or farming the customers or, there's a lot of salespeople out there that really what they do is they keep in touch with a customer, and when they've got an order, they accept it. SalesRICH isn't that. It's more designed for the small to medium-sized company where the salespeople have got to perform. They've actually got to go out and close sales, make money, and get the conversion rate that you need to get the business running. The second is it fits within the entire Action philosophy of how we do our marketing. So we do some great marketing strategies with business to bring those leads to you as a business owner. It's then important about making sure that those leads are treated in the right way so that you will actually get the sale, because no use getting a lead and then not converting them into a sale. That's a big waste of money. I think the third thing that makes it very different is that it's being taught by actual business coaches who are salespeople in their own right, who do this all day, every day. And that to me is a very important part. They run their own business, they do this stuff all day, every day. It's not done by some sales trainer who hasn't sold for 42 years. They're just up on stage saying, when I used to. It's done by people who are still selling today and still in the business of selling all day, every day. So hopefully people with very highly honed and refined skills in sales.
Great, inspiring. So what are some of the things that a business owner would, some of the learnings that a business owner would take away from SalesRICH?
Well, both the owner and their people would take away many things. So, looking at how the sales cycle happens, how does that work? How do you position yourself up front in a sales cycle? Looking at things from how do you actually communicate with a prospect? What part or what modality are you using to communicate? And is that the same as your client? Because if you don't communicate in the same modality, you're not going to get the result. It's like a German speaking to a Spanish person. I mean, people don't realize that sales is not just, well, you got the gift of the gab. It's never been that way. True professional salespeople understand communication techniques. Then it's looking at behavioral profiling. How do you actually profile a client's behavior into their buying techniques? It has to be understood that clients have buying techniques. And if you understand what technique they have, then you will be able to work with them to help them buy in their style. Then look at questioning techniques, scripting techniques, all the different things that build a great salesperson and a great sales system. So it's not just about training the person, it's about creating a system that is replicatable within the business. And that's why it's great for a business owner. Let's say you've sent 5 people to a SalesRICH program, and then you hire another salesperson. Well, you can send them along and they will come back and fit into your sales system really well because they're trained in the same things as the previous people.
Okay, so Brett, what would I see as the top 3 things that would benefit my business from attending SalesRICH?
Conversion rate, sales, and average dollar sale is pretty simple. You know, SalesRICH is all about getting a conversion rate up. So making sure that leads through to prospects, leads and prospects are converted into customers. Second thing is making sure that the average dollar sale, so that instead of just converting them, it's about converting them at the highest possible sale. And the third thing is overall sales, obviously. You know, if salespeople are more confident salespeople, they'll prospect better, they'll chase down people better, they'll follow up more. So overall sales should improve as well.
So sales, as a business owner who's interested in learning more about SalesRICH, what would be my next steps at this point?
Well, real simple. You got to contact the coach that gave you this DVD, or if you're watching this on the web, you got to click the contact button or the find a coach button. Find the coach closest to you and ask them when their next SalesRICH program is up and running. It's pretty simple that way.
Okay, good. Well, fantastic, Brad. Thanks. Thanks for your time today.
Well, it's great to be here. You know, I hope a lot of people take advantage of the SalesRICH program. It's exciting when I watch a salesperson come out the other end and say, wow, look at my conversion rate. I've gone from converting 3 out of 10 people to 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 people. Those things are very exciting for me to watch as a coach, seeing the results happen.
Very good. So join us here next time on Action Coach TV as we talk with Brad about Team Rich.